We are determined to rebuild and to restore a land where there is hope for us all. A land where there is hope for everybody, regardless of your gender, regardless of your age, regardless of your class, regardless of your race, regardless of your color. We are determined to restore and to rebuild a land where there is hope for us all.
We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there.
We are all we have, and we'll defend our land. And one thing I always say is we are all we have. We understand this fact, and that is why we've carved out this moment to discuss and to talk about issues that matters. That's why we've carved out this moment to educate ourselves. It is always a time to learn, relearn, and unlearn on Youth Pulse. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are hearing the broadcast of God 104.9 FM, I am welcoming you to another interesting episode of Youth Pulse on God's 104.9 FM. On the show, just as usual, I remain your host, the mouthpiece of the youth, Festus Adelaja Omobabatisha.
Different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. And for generations to come. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and one day.
All right, that's just we are all we have. We defend our land. That is coming from the song "A Great Nation," sung by Timi Dakulu. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to another powerful and interesting episode of Youth Pulse on God's 104.9 FM. Like I said, I am Festus Adelaja, your Omobabatisha pastor on Sunday, comrade on Thursday, lover boy on Wednesday, and a lecturer on Friday. That's just who we are. We are the youth. We are all we have, and we are multi-dimensional. We are multifaceted. So once again, welcome to Youth Pulse on God 104.9 FM. On the previous edition, we've been having a series of conversation, and I remember last month we dwelt majorly on self-discovery, that is emotional intelligence, and we talked basically on understanding yourself and understanding your temperament. And this month, March, we've been embarking on a series of conversation as well on what is called emotional intelligence. We've been talking more on what self-awareness. And last week we talked about self-esteem, developing and building your self-esteem. How do you know if you have a low self-esteem, and how do you overcome it? And today as well, we are looking at one of the major factors that affect the self-esteem of many youths. One of the major factors. And I will say, I've said it earlier that we are all we have. But understanding the fact that we are all we have, there are still some things that youths today do take for granted. And it usually affects who we are and how we perform. I'm not alone in the studio this afternoon. When the time comes, I will introduce my guests. And before I tell you the topic of our conversation today, just like our culture is as well, we'll listen to our driving force for the year. We'll listen to our driving force for the year. What is our driving force for the year?
Day one, hit the ground running.
Day 2, continue running. Day 3, don't rest. Think and do. Select the best teams that will help build a better Nigeria.
Our driving force for the year hit the ground running. But it is something that usually give me a kind of concern when I see that some youths, some part of us find it difficult to run, to hit the ground running, just because the society have marginalized them. Just because the society have created a kind of mental picture. They've given them a kind of mental picture, and with that, they couldn't run, even though they try to hit the ground running. At times, the society will make them feel they are not worthy. At times, the society will make them feel they are not good enough. So that is why this afternoon we are talking about the marginalization. Why some particular set of people are being marginalized in our society. And when I'm talking about marginalization, I've looked at different factors that cause this. Some people maybe because of their background, some people because of their race. If you look at the world of football, this lady, what's her name? Risola Babajide, one of the Super Falcon footballer. One of the reasons why she missed the chance in one of the clubs she would have gone, they said because of what? Her name was not marketable. Because she's answering a Yoruba name. And they're like, this name is not marketable. But look at her today. She's doing fantastically well in AS Roma, the female division. So we are seeing it. Let's look at football. On several occasions, we've seen the likes of Balotelli. We've seen the likes of Samuel Eto'o. We've seen the likes of, even currently, Vinicius Jr. You see them at times while on the field, they begin to cry because of what? Because of the racial abuse. You see people calling them monkey. If you remember, during the just concluded AFCON, the fan of Morocco football team, their fan, they threw banana at what? At what's the name? Stanley Nwabali. Throwing banana at him, meaning they are calling him monkey. But he did something fantastic. That's Nigeria goalkeeper Nwabali. He picked up the banana, he ate it right there on the pitch and said thank you to them. What am I saying? So many youths want to run. They want to hit the ground running. They want to hit the ground and run. But most of the time, they face a lot of challenges from the society, a kind of stigma, probably because of their height. We have some people who are dwarf. Last week, I was going through the social media and I saw one pastor. People were making jest of him and he did something good. But because he's a dwarf, people were making jest of him. And look at it. Now, is it his fault for being a dwarf? Is it the one that make himself? That being said, I was going through the social media again some times ago. I saw a lady, an albino. She was pregnant and something. And some people were saying, come on, Uncle Remy won't need to do so. So in your column, I was like, what do you mean? Meaning, what I said in Yoruba was like, people were now commenting on the post. Wow, some guys are so shameless. So it's a man that will sleep with this albino. Like, I was like, is albino not human being? So we are looking at the stigmatization this afternoon, and it happens a lot in our society. And I have some of my friends, some of your friends, they are friends of the youth. I'm very, very happy to have them with us in the studio this afternoon. And this afternoon we'll be talking about albinism. Albinism, that is albino. What are the things you need to know about albino? And we know that they are facing a lot of a lot of challenges in our society today. Who are the albinos? Why are they albino? That's another thing. Then is it contagious? Are they spirit being or they are human being like you and me? Some people, I can't die on this and that. No. I have them with me in the studio this afternoon, and when the time comes, they will open their mouth and talk to you directly. So we are looking at albinism this afternoon. Albinism. Who are the albino? Albinos, they are people that have this kind of albinism. What is albinism? A genetic condition. They were born that way. Now, the fact that some people are albino doesn't mean their dad or mom is albino. They may have it in their gene. You that you are black, don't be surprised if you give birth to a child and the child is albino. Are you getting my point? But what are some things you need to know about them? And what is the main cause? All right. So we'll go on another short musical break this afternoon. And after the musical break, we'll continue with the conversation. Right, that is Heal the World by Michael Jackson. Heal the world. The only way we can make the world a better place if we heal the world. Now, what is the main cause of albinism? The main cause is because their body don't have the ability to produce melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives the color to your skin. For example, if you see somebody like Arowo Jobe now, Arowo Jobe is very, very black. That's our own very dark man in God's FM. If you see people like Elliot, our IT guy, Elliot is also black as tire. Now, if you see people like that, you will see that it's because of what they have enough melanin in their system. Melanin is the pigment that gives color to your skin, to your ear, to your eyes. So the main cause of albinism, why these people are albino, is because of what? They don't have enough melanin in their system. And as a result, you will see that their skins become light, a kind of white. You will see that their hair become white in Roma funfun. If you see the color of their eyes, for example, if you watch football, look at the likes of Erling Haaland, look at the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. Even these white footballers, just check their eyes. Then you will see that in most cases, they have stuffs like that. Now, the question I want to put to you this afternoon before I introduce my guest, what have you been hearing about albinos? Like, society, kí làwùjọ máa ń sọ nípa wọn tẹ́yìn tí máa ń gbọ́ nípa àwọn àfín? So what have you been hearing about albinos, and do you believe it or you will like them to clarify it? The studio line is open this afternoon. 070-0000-1049. What have you been hearing about albinos? Àfín? Yes. And what will you like them to make a clarification about it? So that's the studio line. Now, as I'm expecting your call, I want to talk about the causes. I've talked about some of the main reasons why some people were born as albino. Number one, you will see that maybe they inherited it from their parents. Take note, it can be inherited. The parent may not even have it, but as far as they possess the gene, their children can have it. That's one thing. Now, let's look at the common misconception. Some people will be like, albinos don't live long because naturally they may not be physically agile like that, just like the rest of us who can jump from pillar to pole. But that doesn't mean they cannot live long. That's one of the wrong misconceptions that people have about the albinos. So if you're a young guy, you're a youth out there, and you think because you're an albino, people are saying you may not live long, is a lie. I have two albinos with me in the studio this afternoon. They are siblings. Actually, according to them, their mother gave birth to 3 female afin. But 2 of them are with me in the studio. The youngest among them was unable to make it because she's still in school. But as the conversation continues, we put a call across to her. We'll also hear from her. So if they can be this old and they are albino, it's a proof that what albinos can live long. Then another thing is, some people will say, oh, albinos, they have supernatural power, like akonda eyan. But I want to tell you, don't be scared of them. They are normal human beings like you and me. Afin, they are normal human beings like you and what? And me. Some people will say, hey, they are spiritual beings. They have this. They are possessed. No, they are not possessed. They are not demons. Don't let us look at the way Nollywood portray them. Don't let us look at the way Nollywood portray them. I will still come to the Nollywood aspect before our guest will start talking. I'm seeing your calls. I will pick your call after the next few minutes. Then some people will be like, it is contagious. No, you can play with them. You can even eat in the same plate with albino. That doesn't mean you will contact it. Some people will be like, teba jo jẹun papọ̀. Kò kí ń ràn yàn. Àfihàn kì í ràn yàn. So feel free to relate with them. Feel free to play with them. Now, some people will be like, they don't see. If you check my WhatsApp status, I posted a picture. The guy is an albino. He was trying to pour fuel inside the gen. And instead of pouring it inside the gen, he was pouring it on the ground, as if they don't see. Well, actually, they may have low vision, but they are not completely blind. Yes, they may have low vision, but they are not completely blind. That's another thing I want you to know about them. So my guests are with me in the studio, and I'm very, very happy to have them this afternoon. Then, being an albino doesn't mean you cannot succeed in life. Now, there is something I want to talk about. The way Nollywood and the way our churches portray albinos and some set of people. For me, I'm not comfortable. If you check Nigerian film, Nollywood, in most cases where they use Afin, in most cases, is if they want to do something spiritual or they want to do something mockery. Allow Afin also to act Olowo. You know, these movies that people are watching has a way of creating a kind of mentality in them. Let them also act as CEO in films, especially the real ones. Let them also act as what? As CEOs. Use them for meaningful roles. You will see people with hunchback. They are not the one that make themselves. But now because they have hunchback, you will now use them when you want to act something demonic. When you want to act something that looks like idol. No! I want Nollywood to correct that. Now because of the way people have been seeing you using them in movies, people now begin to marginalize them. Eberu teba wo film konta wo last. I don't know if my Ebora. No! Beyond using people like that for Ebora, for example, dwarf. Thank God for the likes of Aki and Popo who changed the narrative for dwarfs. You will now see that, okay, dwarfs now believe in themselves. There is this guy, Small Stout. He acts with Officer Woos. So being a dwarf doesn't mean you can't go far in life. So when we see people that have these physical features in Nollywood, some people may be born blind, some people may be born crippled, but that doesn't mean that's the end of their life. And if you are hearing me, maybe you are an albino, you have a special feature when it comes to your body system. I want to tell you that is not the end of life. What normal people, what people that are black normally can do, you too can do it. If you are born maybe lame, what people with 2 legs can do, you can do it as well. We have the likes of Nick Vigilson. He has no hand. He was born like that. He has no hand. He was born with no leg. But at a point, a short leg grew up. And today he's doing well. He's thinkingly rich. So don't allow society to marginalize you. And to our pastors, to our preachers, when you have lame people come to your church, it is not only the prayer for rise up and work that you make for them. Even being lame, they can still make it in their career. Involve them in your career talk also. Organize career talk for them as well. You have blind people and all you can say is what? Open your eyes and see. Even with that, they have purpose. God have a reason for creating them that way. Let them see themselves the way God is seeing them. Don't let us create a stigma around them. Thank God for people like Akonda. Akonda comes here every Monday. He can't see, but we see him fighting for the rights of the disabled people. So that being said, I would like to draw the curtain of my introduction at this point. Then I will pick your call 070-0000-1049. What have you been hearing about albinos? And you will like to have a clarification about it. You can call in, mention it. Thank God I have 2 people in the house. They are grown up, they are adults, and they will make justice to this. That being said, we go on a short musical break, and after the short musical break, we continue with the conversation. Together, either black, white, short or tall, slim or fat, let's get together and be all right. So a call coming, I would like to pick the call now. Okay, sorry. Please call us back. Let's get together and be all right. On this note, I will be introducing my guest to you. I have 2. They're supposed to be 3, but I was told the youngest sister is currently in school and she won't be able to make it to the studio. But I will see if you can put a call across to her so that you can also hear from her. Okay, she's writing an exam, right? Which school? Unilag. Which course? French studies. All right, please come closer to the mic.
Okay.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I have my guests this afternoon. They are siblings, like I said, from the same father and same mother. And from what they said, their parents gave birth to 3 of them as albinos, right?
Yes.
Afin. Sorry for me mentioning Afin. Don't see it as an insult, please.
Otimora. I would explain something about that.
All right. All right. So, but before we go fast, I would like you to just introduce yourself briefly. So, let me start from my left.
My name is Joy.
Please move closer.
Okay. My name is Joy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
My name is Joy Oyinlola Avuaja. I used to be formerly Joy Oyinlola Oyinbo.
Joy Oyinlola Oyinbo. Formerly.
I'm now Joy Oyinlola Avuaja.
All right. Okay, the second person.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lucinda Jesulademi.
Lucinda Jesulademi. All right. The name Oyinbo, that's your former surname or nickname?
Yes, that was
a
our
surname.
Surname.
Yes.
Oyinbo.
Yes.
So your surname was Oyinbo, so you were now born as Oyinbo. Should we say that's the name at work?
No, it's genetics, as we say.
Okay.
It's my great-granddad. My great-granddad was Oyinbo. So that name stuck. All my
Okay.
cousins, they all bear Oyinbo. As
Oyinbo.
in, they are dark. They are all dark. Or some of them are light skinned. Their surname is Oyinbo. While some of them went ahead to add their name. Like my elder brother is Yinka Oyinbo.
Okay.
His family name bears Yinka Oyinbo.
Oyinbo
He has
as a compound name.
Yes.
So it is the albinism is a kind of genetic.
It's genetics.
It's a genetic condition.
All right. Now a quick one. Where should I? Joy or Lucinda? Permit me to call you by your name directly. We are on air.
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
Joy, tell us what you do then. Lucinda, you also tell us what you do. A quick one.
Actually, I am a teacher.
You are a teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a little growing school now where I teach young minds.
You have your own school.
Yes.
All right.
I teach young minds, little children. I started with my own children.
Mhm.
Then I had to. The community asked me that they want their own children to be part of the teaching. I was homeschooling them.
So
and then
from homeschooling your own
Yes,
children,
then became
other
a
people showed
small
interest. Then
school.
it became a school.
Yes, and we are still
All right.
hoping to grow more. We are still hoping to
Okay.
grow.
Thank you so much. Let me come to Lucinda.
Okay, I do a lot of things.
Wow.
I'm a counseling psychology by profession.
Mm-hmm.
I currently work with the Lagos State as a school counselor.
As a school counselor,
I'm a writer. I'm a speaker. I'm a teens coach.
you are a speaker, you are
I'm
a
a
think
business
coach.
person. I sell online.
All right. Thank you so much. Why I asked that question, for those who may be listening, one thing you should know that what albinism is not disability. All right. They have what they are doing. They are working. So that means being an albino doesn't mean you can't work, right?
Definitely.
It doesn't mean
Definitely.
you should be useless
No, of
in
course,
the
doesn't mean
society.
useless.
All right. Now, looking at it as well, let's talk about early childhood. How does life look like? When did you discover? You understand me? Like your self-discovery as an albino, how did the journey started?
Do you remember when we used to play outside and we see somebody fair, we start singing Oyinbo Pepe, Shuku Shuku Pepe. We are the
Okay.
ones that are singing. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
When we were in Yola, we were singing Oyinbo Pepe. And we'll play in the sun. We'll play, we'd enjoy ourselves. But we didn't know that we're not supposed to play in the sun.
Hmm.
Remember,
We'll
we
get
get
home and be
sunburned.
terribly sunburned.
Then we'll have to
Be in
start
the
treating
house
the
for-
sunburn. It will
Okay,
be
at a
like
point you had
hot-
sunburn.
You can have sunburn anytime.
Even
You
as
can
an
have
adult.
sunburn, even as an adult, yes.
All right.
Because there's no melanin, you don't stay in the sun for too long.
You don't stay in the sun.
There's a myth they say you're free on jail. That particular year, there's nothing like that. Sometimes I even over salt my food.
Okay, hold on.
My father
So
will be
you
shouting,
eat salt?
Oh, you must feel your something here. Ask my husband.
It's
he
a
say-
myth. It's not.
he
It's
say,
not true.
So-
Come, when I salt with the chop, I win our food.
So you eat salt,
of course we do.
and it did not affect your skin. It
It
did not
doesn't
affect your
affect-
health.
Skin.
Actually,
No.
albinism is the absence of the
Of
pigmentation
melanin.
that causes for coloration of the eyes, the
The
hair,
skin
and
and the
the
hair.
skin.
And the skin.
So it has nothing to do with the food you eat
No.
or whatever.
So the first part now, the aspect of afinyokin jeyo is
I
not
don't know where that came
true.
from. I don't
It's
know where
not-
that
it's a
came from.
myth,
Actually,
it's a
I don't know where that came from.
It's a myth.
I don't know where it came from.
All right, that's fine. Still on the reality of the albinos as well. Like I said, first of all, afiokin jeyo kin shoto afin jeyo abi.
True, it's not true. It's
You
not true.
eat salt. Now you mentioned the aspect of sunburn,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
How did you now overcome it? Did you the treatment, the routine you just to,
Eh.
because I can the two of you are very fresh. I think I like it. I have fresh afin with me this afternoon. All right, because some people may be suffering from the
Very
same thing.
funny.
Okay, like sorry, because we think they call it that. So some people may be having the same issue, and how did you
can
overcome
pick your
it?
call, oh. Pick the
All right,
call.
just continue.
Okay.
Okay, let me just say that the very first thing, because sunscreen is it's quite expensive.
Definitely.
So if for people living with albinism,
Yeah.
the most effective prevention from sun is to avoid
The sun.
exposure to the sun
So-
as much as you can.
Avoid exposure.
Wear
Don't
clothes.
stay inside sun.
Don't stay. If in short, by all means, avoid exposure to the sun. Don't stay in the sun carelessly. And if you have to go out
We have a
and be in
call.
the sun,
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry. Good afternoon.
My sister, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I'm the smallest boy in our family.
Hey, smallest boy.
Welcome, sir.
Epelema.
Yes,
Epelesa.
All right, sir.
Now, my question although the anchor has tried to stress it there, how do you deal with sunburn?
That's what we are about to answer.
We are on that question currently,
We're
sir.
about to answer.
Then
it.
the other one, have you ever seen any albino with blue eye?
Definitely.
Yes, we have different
Okay,
colors.
thank you very much. I'll be listening to you because I'm the smallest boy in our family, so I want to learn more.
Welcome,
All right,
sir.
sir. You're welcome.
Right.
Thanks for calling
All right,
in.
sir.
Thank
So
you,
two
sir.
things dealing with sunburn, then albinos having blue eyes.
Okay, albinos have different
Shades of eyes.
colors of eyes.
Okay.
Some have brown eyes, some have blue eyes, different colors because we don't have coloration in the eyes. We don't have coloration on the skin and on the hair.
Okay.
So the eyes can come in any
Any
No,
color.
I feel that the albinos you are seeing, albinism itself, there are 3 stages. You may not have the pigmentation in the skin,
Yes.
but you may be dark. You may be dark and not have it in the eyes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
some
And you may not have it in your hair.
Yeah, that's true.
It's possible that your
the
eyes
skin
may
will
be
be
fine.
black. Okay.
Your eyes may be fine, but your skin may be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's possible that your hair may be
Dark.
okay, may be dark.
And you lack
And yes, and it's
Coloration
possible
in the
that you will
skin.
not have it in any, either the hair, the eyes, and the skin.
I think I will need to study Wole Olorun tí kì í rorun now.
It's a genetic condition.
Okay, let me answer the last one's question.
All right.
He said, how can we treat sunburn?
Yes.
Okay, while we're growing up, because my father was a civil servant, he's retired now, he's a pensioner.
You should be listening if he's.
Yeah, he was my sweet dad. He was a civil servant.
Okay.
So he was transferred to Yola, to Adamawa
Sorry,
State.
it's also an Afi.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's
My
not
both parents are dark,
both
but they
parents
carry the
are
gene.
dark. They have
Okay,
the
but they
gene.
carry the gene.
Yes.
So
Dominant and
he
recessive.
was transferred to Adamawa State. I know Yola is quite hot,
Yola Adamawa is hot too.
as in very hot. So
Oh.
when we go to school, because we are children, we have not understood. Don't play in the sun.
No, they
we want
say,
to
they
play.
tell us so.
We want to
That we
play.
should not play in this
so we
one.
come back home terribly burnt,
Hot.
such that we have blisters. You know,
Yes, like
it
on
wants
your
to be
skin.
pouring on
swollen,
your skin.
Yeah.
swollen, and it will get busted and begin to dry and
It will
peels
dry
off.
off, it will peel off,
Peels
and
off.
the skin will be fresh again, as if nothing happened to the
Okay.
skin.
So what my mom does
Yes.
then, she applies shea butter.
Ori.
Shea butter is the best treatment
Yes.
for skin for sunburn.
The
sunburn.
calamine lotion too. is
Calamine
good.
lotion
Calamine
and
lotion.
penicillin ointment.
Yes.
Okay.
They are good treatment for
Even Vaseline.
yes.
Vaseline
So
is
you
good
mentioned
too.
some things now. Shea butter, right?
Yes.
Shea butter,
Calamine
calamine
lotion.
lotion,
Calamine lotion,
penicillin ointment,
penicillin ointment.
Vaseline, the original
Vaseline,
blue
okay.
seal
The
Vaseline.
original Vaseline.
Blue
That
seal
thick
Vaseline.
one. The original Vaseline.
Yeah.
Their treatment for sunburn. I was saying before the call came in that to avoid being sunburned, albinos should avoid wearing clothes that exposes their body.
That exposes their body.
That's one. Two, always go about with an umbrella.
Always go about with
I
an
never
umbrella.
liked it because it made me feel like an handicap.
You know,
I don't like it,
With
but
an umbrella, you know, better go with a face cap
But-
too, or a hat.
Okay.
go with an umbrella, go with a face,
A face cap.
At least
And-
something that can
or a
protect
hat.
you from direct
Just-
sun
just
rays.
what
and
is good
very
for you.
importantly, use your sunscreen.
If you have.
Okay, why?
Yeah, it protects the skin. You don't have to. If I'm on sunscreen, I don't need to go with an umbrella because the sunscreen protects me for 6 hours. Depending on the kind of sunscreen I'm using, some protects for
Some
4
are
hours,
8 hours.
some for 8 hours.
Okay,
So
that's the
it's
cream,
always-
Abi?
Yes,
Yes,
the sunscreen
just
is
a
a
cream,
lotion.
it's a
Okay, it's a cream.
You
Yes.
apply it to your
Yes.
face, your
Okay.
body, places that are revealed, that are revealing. Apply it there and it just go out.
All
you are
right.
good to go.
Okay, so for parents that have their child as Afin,
Yes.
please, I believe you are getting some tips that can help you to raise your children as fresh Afin as well.
Can I correct this, Afi? I don't know if it's true.
Okay.
But I
They say
stumbled
Afi
on a
means
magazine.
horrible.
Yes, on a
Yes.
magazine.
I read it too.
Yes.
Okay.
This I don't
Jehovah
want to mention that
Witness
Jehovah
Awake.
Witness magazine. Yes,
I read it several
I read
years
it.
ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Before I
means
read that
horrible.
thing, when you call me Afin, I don't take it to heart. But the day I read that article and I read the meaning where Afin originated from, they went back to, our forefathers when they had those albinos and they look different. They look Kilikire Afin, and what I read that Afin means horrible. So the best way to address us is people living with albinism.
Just Albino, right?
That's the best way to address us.
All
we are
right.
not Afin, we
So,
are not horrible.
let's say Albino don't have Yoruba pronunciation, Because as I'm talking, I'm trying to fact check as well.
If
Hey,
Yoruba,
the Yorubas, for me, personally, for me,
Yeah.
whether you say Afin,
Oh no,
it does not change anything.
It does not change
Cause
anything.
change
but because
anything.
me now,
Sincerely.
I have built my self-esteem. You call me anything, I don't care.
But
because
But
that's
some
not who
people
I am.
care, right?
Some people care.
Some people care.
People
Yes,
care.
some
So
people
that's
will
why we
care.
are here.
Okay.
Some people will care.
All right. The Yoruba word for Abino is Afin. That's what somebody said. Yeah. I check another
Okay,
translate.com.
they said the Yoruba word is Afin.
Yes.
Okay.
The Yoruba translation of Abino.
Okay.
They also say Afin. I'm trying to check different dictionary here, but this is
the
close.
genetic
Yes.
meaning of Afin
Yes, that's
from the Yoruba land.
yeah.
From that awake,
So-
I
But
wrote-
it's not
I
just in
read-
Yoruba that we have Afin. Do you know that it's all over the world?
Yes, I read
In
it all.
one in 5,000 people
In
is an
Tanzania.
albino. Everywhere in the world we have albinos.
Everywhere. Sure.
Everywhere
Tanzanians have
in
the
world.
highest numbers of albinos.
No,
Yeah.
in Africa, in Nigeria has.
Tanzania.
In Africa. But we can work on our. It's like you are living with sickle cell anemia. It's just a genetical problem.
It's just a genetical
issue.
problem.
It's not. Let's not call it a problem. Let's call it a challenge.
All right. Now
Let's not call it a
let's look
problem.
at school life.
Okay.
Let's look at school life. The education.
Mhm.
Being an albino. Now, looking at early stage in school, how do you find it coping with your colleagues, your fellow children? Did they really welcome you? Did they really interact with you, play with you that way? Starting from, let's look at your primary and secondary school days. I know tertiary institution, everybody there should be more matured. But yeah, no, we still get there. But let's first look at the primary and secondary school days. Flowing with your fellow children, the teachers as well. So the treatment, how was it like from your fellow students?
Well, we may not remember. I may not remember precisely everything.
Okay.
But you know, when you come to a stage in your life, you have to realize that something is actually wrong. You talk to somebody and they will shoo you away, but somebody else will want to embrace you. Everybody is different. You may like rice and you may not like beans. We are all different. So I tend to move towards those people that they welcome you. If they shoo you away, will you go and force yourself on them?
No.
You won't, definitely. So you go towards the people that welcome you.
And stay away from those.
The ones that can bully you, you see how to. I developed thick skin though. There is no way, you have to fight for yourself now. You know, you cannot just stay and people will bully you, and people will begin to bully you and
So
continue
some
to
people
bully
try
you.
to bully you because of that, right?
Even if they want to bully, my own thick skin will make them to run because already you know that you are like this, so you know what to do to run away from them. Though sometimes they can take advantage, but we always report to authorities. We always report to maybe teacher, report to the teacher,
Okay.
report to anybody that is there. But you can't, things happen. I may not remember everything, but when you realize that this person loves you, this person does not like you, this person does not like you, you have to develop your own thick skin. Hair like a snail.
Okay.
You have to develop your thick skin.
So when you notice who loves you and who doesn't. Now the thick skin in context meaning your ability to resist being depressed by people's action, right?
Definitely.
So you don't let people action knock you down. So let me hear from Lucinda.
All right. For me, I remember that I was the different one in class. Everybody was black, and I was no black. So that for me began to set something in my head that I am not like everybody. Secondly, I realized that I don't see from the board.
You don't see from the board.
I don't see from my seat. I don't see the board from my seat. It was a struggle.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Your seat, was it at the back, middle, or at the front?
Anywhere I sit.
Okay.
At the back,
You know,
at the
age
middle,
too helps.
anywhere I sat then.
Age is very important.
I have to
and
go close. I
size.
have to stand up and go close to the board. And sometimes I get comments from, Lucinda, leave that
Leave
place.
the board,
Leave the
let
board.
us see.
Let us, you know.
So you always move closer.
That's
Daddy even bought desks and
puts-
table for me.
Let's
now.
listen to this caller. Hello.
Just one.
all right.
Hello. Oh. Hello. Please, you can call us back. Continue.
Okay, so that already began to mess up with my mind. That why can't I see
Like
the
other
way
children.
my classmates are seeing? Why do I have to go to the board to see? And sometimes my teachers, some of them did not understand. You know, while I'm still struggling to copy a note, they rub off the board. So it affected my academics I
real.
repeated.
It affected your performance.
It's real,
It did.
definitely.
It
Okay.
did so much.
A quick one. So the fact that albinos have this sight issue is true,
Yes,
It
very
is true.
correct.
but that doesn't mean blindness,
No,
right?
no.
No.
Doesn't mean blindness.
Okay. So in your own case now, you have issue with your colleagues in the class. You don't see from afar.
I don't see.
So how did you now overcome that?
Okay, what I did was I will go to the front of the board
Okay.
and just ignore all the
Emi
all
ose ni
the,
lo.
all the voices I was
Me, I will
hearing.
not even
That was
go.
in primary school.
Me, I will just keep the book.
That was in primary
I will not
school.
go. Ah,
I'll go to the front of
Okay.
the
can
class.
shy you.
Front of the
I'm coming.
class,
Okay.
and I will just be there, write the ones I can write. When they rub off the board, I close my book and I move ahead.
Hmm.
So
No, it's
it
a
affected my academics. So what I now started doing, my seatmates, I started copying from my seatmates.
Hmm.
I will copy, write 2 lines. Please give me your notes. I hurriedly write 2 lines. So I learned to write. So that's why I have a very bad handwriting, because I learned to write, very fast.
Scribbled.
Just
Okay.
so I can catch up.
But you can
It
read
was
what
a-
you write.
Yeah, of course, it was a struggle for me.
I would have liked to. Do you have anything that shows your handwriting here? I want to see it.
Maybe a parliament, right? No,
Me, I use
of course,
left.
it's
She
not so
uses
bad
right.
though. It's not
I
so
use
bad.
left.
My teacher is not so bad, but
Okay.
I wish it was better.
All right.
Let me read my pen. I'll write.
I don't have a pen with me
I
here.
have a pen in the bag. Let me bring out the
My
pen
own
and
bag
write.
is in the-
All right. So over here, you developed strategies, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Coping
Me, I was
mechanism.
even
Coping
reading.
mechanism.
Me, I will read a long sentence and then write it. Even now, if I want to write on the board, I write as in very fast.
Okay.
In a very, very fast. This auntie using left hand and she's fast.
So you use left.
Yes, I use
All
left.
right. Then I've discovered something that the temperament also varies.
Yes.
So your ability to resist.
Lucy, her temperament is she's choleric.
I'm a sun call.
Okay.
Ama John Jagon gba we fight o.
Eh.
We were never in
to
good
fight.
friends.
So how do you overcome the fight?
The fight.
Adulthood.
Go and ask
Adulthood.
daddy. Go
Adulthood.
and ask daddy.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. For those who are listening to us, this is Youth Point.
We will
This is
fight
Youth
now.
Pulse on God 104.9 FM. And we are looking at albinism this afternoon, stigmatization. So some people have been there, they've been coping, they fought it, and today they are adults and they have 1 or 2 things to tell the youth. And I believe parents are also hearing. They are also listening to them as well. And I believe with this you have also picked 1 or 2 points in how to probably handle people around you who have the same who are in the same category, who are albinos. So we'll just pick some calls in case you have some questions for them before I continue with my own questions. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Ajoke from Eleko Ibejuleki.
Ajoke from Eleko Ibejuleki. Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
This about the sunburn.
Yes.
What about the person that gets a spot, black one?
Black spots.
The black spot.
Okay, for albinos that have black spots.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So the penicillin or blue C can work for it.
So I just stay tuned. They will answer the question.
Okay.
So she's talking about those that have like a kind of spots
black
on their
spots
skin.
on
Yeah.
their skin.
But
So
the spot is not on the body before. It's until the person has pregnancy. And the
just
body
pregnancy.
scratch.
Maybe in
Okay, so-
pregnancy induced.
Yes.
yeah. So let them answer the question.
I remember
It
when I
can
was
work for
pregnant.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead with the answer.
When I was pregnant, I had this body itching. Like my body was always itching me, and I would scratch my body
Mm-hmm.
all through the night.
Only in the night?
Yes, only at night. What the doctor advised me, because they recommended what's this drug, Piriton, but it wasn't working. So the guy said, okay, stop using Piriton. It's
Okay, what
pregnancy
happened
induced.
is some people are listening to us. I will advise you don't mention name of drugs so that it won't
Okay,
look as if we are
okay,
making prescription.
Okay.
Yes, so
Okay,
you can go ahead.
Okay, so that drug was not working. So I was asked to use, I don't know, can I mention calamine lotion?
Yeah, go
That was
ahead.
what I applied
Okay.
on my body. So it didn't result to any
This
black
one is
spots.
spots. She's talking about
No,
spots.
she said that it was pregnancy induced.
Pregnancy.
Person was
But
scratching.
there are some skin. These are there are 7 types of albinism. Yes, we have about 7,
Okay.
either 5 to 7 types. I'm
Okay.
sure. I'm correct.
Go ahead.
We have about 5 to 7 types of albinism.
Okay.
So they differ. There is oculotanous. There are so many types.
Okay.
So it depends on the species or the type.
On the type.
Of the type of the albinism.
Yeah,
The
the
type of
skin
the
type, the
skin.
skin type.
The type of the skin. So it depends. Some skin types they have spots. I
Okay.
don't know
Reddish.
how. Some are reddish. That spot. Some of them is because of the sunburn. The
Okay.
exposure to sunburn.
Okay, some is
Too
because of
much
the sun.
exposure to
Yes,
And some
then
can be genetic.
Vitamin E, maybe too much vitamin E, intake of too much vitamin E.
What are vitamin E? What are the things that give you vitamin E?
Those
Give body
foods
vitamin
that
E.
bring vitamin E.
Okay.
You can quickly search for it, but I noticed that they say groundnuts. They say
Okay.
groundnuts with the peel has vitamin E. And we should
Okay.
avoid foods with vitamin E. All albinos should avoid, even fair-skinned persons should avoid food with vitamin E.
Vitamin E. I have a
Yes.
question.
Okay.
There are some people you see that they are dark,
Yes.
but they have brown puppies.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Should we call them albino as well?
It's possible they can be because it's in their eyes.
It's in their eyes.
Yes, it's in their eyes.
So when we are talking about albino, it's not only about
it's
the
not
skin.
only the,
It's not about
the
the
light
skin.
spaces.
So for parents who have children, the color is black, but the
eyes
pupils is not black.
It's brown.
It's brown.
Mm.
So they should not be scared. Think, "Pé abanjo no ni mo bí abẹ́bọra."
no.
No.
It does
So
not even matter.
It doesn't
matter. It
Then
doesn't
some their
matter.
hair may just be white.
Yes, very white.
All right.
Some may be creamy, some may be
Mm.
brown. Depends.
All right. Thank you so much. Now I would like us to talk about relationship.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys are adults. I just browse foods that have vitamin E, like all these vegetable oils and so on. Well, you can just browse it on your own. Don't let me mention most of
Okay.
it on air. So they are talking about be careful with the consumption of foods that gives vitamin E if you're also an albino. Right, now, back to our conversation. Looking at it, I'm talking about relationship. Do you find it easy? How do guys, growing up being an albino, yes, you understand me? How do you find it easy coping with male counterparts? Aha.
Me, I talk. Me, I be the SU. Let me talk.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay. Mogbo. If you ask
Wait,
me
okay.
then,
You talk from the SU perspective, right? And she be
talk
coming from the.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
understand.
Let me
I'm
say
a
my
child
own.
of God.
Okay,
We are all
so
children of God.
okay, so let's go down.
Let me say my own.
All right.
So as I was growing up, there are some people that will just like you. They will come to you. I want to be your friend.
Mhm.
I was not taking it lightly with them.
So guys approached you normally.
Yes, definitely. They will
Guys
approach
did
you.
not.
No.
So that's what I
they
want
will
to be.
definitely approach you.
All right.
They like you.
Mhm.
You know that some people watch porn and they want to experiment maybe with an albino.
With
They want
an
They want
albino.
to check. They want to. I tell them, no, I have a boyfriend already. You are not welcome.
All right. So let me come to also just a quick one now, guys. Did they really like you? Did they approach you all day?
For me,
Yeah.
okay, I was a very
Social.
I'm a social butterfly.
Okay.
When I enter a room, so I had guys that, although I didn't have as much
Mhm.
as I would have expected
Okay.
because of my
Color.
My color limited the amounts of guys
Mhm.
that were approaching me
That
at
were
that
approaching
time.
you at that time.
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes some, irresponsible guys,
Yeah.
approached me because at that time I was battling low self-esteem.
Low
I had
self-esteem.
low self-esteem.
So does it mean you were taken advantage of
Yes, I was severally.
by guys?
Yes.
Because of your low
Yes, I had
self-esteem.
So once you tell me you love me, you love me. Oh wow! Of all the guys, you love me. So I
Oh my God.
I was taken advantage of. I was
Oh.
abused. I was molested. I was raped.
It's okay. Let's talk. How about you? Did you experience that?
No, she
Never,
did experience
no.
because she was a very
Conservative.
conservative person.
Okay.
Me, I wanted to
I
explore.
was one day. I was going to church, one watch night service, one night, midnight. They had started watch night service. Maybe I went home to take something. Then one guy approached me, one corner, very dark. And he was talking to me. I just ran. I just picked race, Seriously, I ran to church. I didn't stop halfway.
So till you get
Until
to
I
the
got
church.
to church.
So meaning you were also you were taken advantage of, probably because of your skin
Yes.
color, right? Probably you felt undeserved. So anyone that come, you feel
I felt The reason why I was taken advantage of was because I didn't know who I am. I had zero identity. Like, I didn't know.
Self-discovery,
I
self-awareness.
had not
It was
discovered
low.
myself.
The
I
self-awareness.
had zero esteem.
All right.
So that
So-
was not because of how I look. Cause I still look the same way.
You still look the same way,
but
but now.
I know my onions.
All right, so we just go on that short musical break. Then after that, we come back and round up the conversation. So for those who are listening to us, don't tune away. The discussion together and feel all right. So that's just coming from Bob Marley. Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma.
Hello. Good evening. Your name and where you are
The
calling from?
smallest boy in their family from Ekwe.
All right, sir.
Now, ma, how did you overcome your low self-esteem?
All right. How
That's
did
what
you?
I want to know.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
How did you overcome your low self-esteem? I'm glad that question come. And quickly before that, I want to say this. For the youths, for the men or ladies there, because it's not only ladies that are being taken advantage of. Some people also take advantage of boys. Just that ladies most of the time announce their own easily than guys saying they take advantage of me. I want to say this. Please, if you are you have such art, let's desist from it. Let's come together and live. All right. So it is a crime. A quick one in 1 minute. How did you overcome your low self-esteem?
Okay, how I overcame my low self-esteem. I got to the end of myself. Got to a point where academically I wasn't doing well. I dropped out of a polytechnic in Lagos. I was not doing well. I had no business, nothing, and I was approaching my 30s. So I just came to myself, and truthfully speaking, I surrendered my life to Jesus.
Okay.
Then I began to see myself in the light of His words. I'm a psychologist.
All right. Now, a quick one. Let me interpret that because of
People
the
that
non-Christians
are not-
who
yes.
don't. Now, when she said seeing herself in the light of the Word of God, that means she's seeing herself the way God
Has
is
created-
seeing her.
yes.
So, meaning, whatever you are doing, try to see yourself the way God is seeing
It's like
you.
going to the manufacturer.
I started seeing myself
from the
beyond
The
my
way-
skin color,
Beyond your skin
beyond
color.
my eyes movements,
Mhm.
beyond my limitations. I started seeing myself the way the one who has created me
As he's seeing you.
is seeing me.
How is God seeing you?
He's
That's a
seeing me
very
as
good
he's
question.
seeing me as a royal priesthood.
Mhm.
He's
A
seeing
holy
me as
nation.
one He has called to transform her world.
Mhm.
He's seeing me as a woman on an assignment to bring hope.
So God
to
is
bring-
seeing you.
to bring liberation.
God is seeing you as a royal priesthood.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter how the world see you.
It doesn't matter how the world
So what
sees me.
matter most, what
It's how
builds
my
your
Creator
self-esteem
sees
is how
me.
God see you
Yes.
and how you see yourself. Now, because of our time, I quickly run to Joy. Just in a
Yes.
minute, your advice for
Yes.
the other Albinos, to parents and the society.
If you go to the market, you want to buy a phone.
Just
to
a
buy a
minute,
mobile
because of time.
phone.
Yes.
Your mobile phone you buy, you can check the manual, the manufacturer's advice. So if you have a problem, go back to the manual, go back to the actual manual, and you find your whatever
Solution, right?
Solution. Find
For
the
every
solution
gadget.
for yourself. Find
Okay.
the solution to the problem
Okay.
in the manual.
All right. Then,
Yes.
so meaning go back to God, right?
Yes, you have
so
to. You
whenever
just
you
have
are
to.
confused,
Yes. you
always
just have to.
rely on God.
Yes,
So let me
yes.
come to Lucinda.
This conversation is deep.
It's very deep.
We didn't even scratch it.
I'm
Honestly.
I
I'm
want
not
to speak.
Can you guys come again?
I don't know.
Another time?
Yeah, we can come again.
No problem.
I
We'll
wanna
create
speak
another
to
time.
parents.
Probably
Maybe
in
June 13th.
June,
13th
World
will be
Albinos
World
Day.
Albinos
Yes.
Day.
World Albinos Day, June
I want
13.
to speak to
All right.
parents.
Yes.
My
need to
parents
hear.
helped me to also overcome low self-esteem
Your parents.
because my
Helped you.
father believed so much in all of us,
Hmm.
and he will always say to us, he will always tell us. So but I was looking for validation outside, which I did not get.
Okay.
All I got were the things I mentioned earlier. So parents should, if you have children living with albinism, accept that child. Begin
Just
to
like
grow-
every other
yes.
child.
Accept
No,
your
no
child.
child
So
should be
you should start from
segregated.
home.
Yes.
Child
So
should be
parents,
sent at
take
home.
your children serious,
Accept
right?
that child.
Every
Begin to
child is
groom
the
that
same.
child.
Everybody
Educate the
gets the
child.
same
Train
treatment.
and raise that child. And for those adults that are living with albinism, in my school where I work, I am, if you count the very hardworking teachers, you will not count more than 2 before you count me.
More than 2 before they count you.
I stand out.
All right.
So everything they are doing, stand out. Ensure you give your best. Ensure you are exceptional. Ensure that
for something.
All right. Thank you so much, Lucinda. So, ladies and gentlemen, and to those who are hearing the sound of our voice, that will just be the end of the conversation for this week episode on Youth Pulse on God's 104.9 FM. We wish we could take it deeper, further, or make it longer than this, but time is not on our side. And remember, on radio, the time is regimented. So that will be all on Youth Pulse for this week. We meet again next week for another interesting condition, always for another interesting conversation. So always tune in. Tell your friends to tune in. Tell your colleagues to join us. Till we meet again next week Friday, I remain your friend and your host on Youth Pulse, Omobabatisha Festus Adelaja, and I say enjoy your weekend.